No major announcement. No dramatic headline. No company press conference declaring that artificial intelligence has taken over an entire department. Instead, something much quieter is happening inside businesses around the world. A process disappears. A workflow changes. A task that once required hours of human effort is completed in minutes. Invoice by invoice. Report by report. Customer request by customer request. Artificial intelligence is slowly changing how companies operate. But the biggest shift is not that AI is replacing jobs overnight. The bigger shift is that AI is replacing the processes behind those jobs. And that difference is extremely important because businesses are not built around individual tasks. They're built around systems. A company has systems for managing customers, handling finances, recruiting employees, analyzing data, creating content, and making decisions. For decades, technology helped humans perform these systems faster. But AI is creating something different. It is allowing companies to redesign entire workflows from start to finish. Today, we will explore how this transformation is happening, why companies are quietly adopting AI, which industries are being affected, who benefits financially from this shift, and how individuals and businesses can prepare for the future economy. Because the biggest economic changes rarely happen with one announcement. They happen gradually until the world realizes the rules have already changed. To understand why AI is different, we need to understand how automation worked in the past. Traditional automation was designed to replace repetitive actions. A calculator replaced manual calculations. Accounting software replaced paper records. Industrial machines replaced certain physical tasks. But humans remained responsible for connecting the entire process together. A person would collect information. A person would analyze the information. A person would make decisions. A person would complete the final action. AI is changing that structure. Instead of replacing one small part of a workflow, AI can increasingly manage the entire chain. Imagine a business process as a road with multiple stops. Old automation removed traffic from one section of the road. AI is beginning to manage the entire journey. This is why companies are paying close attention. Because businesses compete on efficiency. The company that can deliver faster, reduce unnecessary costs, and make better decisions often gains an advantage over competitors. And AI directly impacts those areas. One of the clearest examples is customer service. Traditionally, customer support follows a predictable process. A customer sends a complaint or question. A support employee reads the message. They search company records. They investigate the issue. They create a response. They update the system. Then they close the request. This process requires employees to repeat similar actions thousands of times. AI changes this. Workflow. Modern AI systems can understand customer messages, analyze previous conversations, search databases, suggest solutions, generate responses, and organize information automatically. The human employee may only become involved when the situation requires deeper judgment. The important change is not simply saving time. The important change is that the entire customer support process becomes redesigned. A company that once needed hundreds of employees handling basic requests may now operate differently with AI-assisted systems and a smaller team focused on complex issues. From a financial perspective, this creates a major shift. Lower operational costs, faster response times, more scalable services, and potentially stronger profit margins. The same transformation is happening in financial operations. Many businesses still rely on manual financial workflows. Employees collect transaction data. They compare records. They search for errors. They prepare reports. They organize information for decision makers. These activities are necessary, but many follow predictable patterns. And predictable patterns are where AI performs extremely well. AI-powered financial tools can analyze large amounts of data, identify unusual transactions, organize financial information, and create summaries that help professionals make decisions faster. The role of finance professionals does not disappear. Instead, it evolves. The value moves away from spending hours collecting information and toward understanding the information. A financial analyst who knows how to use AI tools may spend less time preparing reports and more time identifying opportunities, managing risks, and helping businesses make strategic decisions. This is a pattern we will continue seeing across industries. AI does not simply remove work. It changes where human skills create the most value. Another major transformation is happening in recruitment. Hiring has traditionally involved several stages. A company creates a job description. Application arrive. Recruiters review resumes. Candidates are filtered. Interviews are scheduled. Information is organized. AI can now assist with many of these early stages. It can help analyze applications, identify potential matches, organize candidate information, and support communication. For businesses, this means faster hiring processes. For workers, it means the ability to understand how technology is changing professional expectations becomes increasingly important. The question is no longer only, can you perform this task? The new question is, can you work effectively alongside intelligent systems? Because the future workplace will likely reward people who can combine human judgment with AI capabilities. The transformation happening in business is not limited to customer service, finance, or recruitment. Another major area being reshaped is marketing and content production. In the past, creating marketing material required multiple stages. A company needed someone to research ideas, someone to write content, someone to design visuals, someone to edit, someone to schedule and distribute the final product. Each stage required different people, different tools, and different costs. AI is changing this workflow. Today, businesses can use artificial intelligence to analyze customer behavior, generate content ideas, create early drafts, assist with visual concepts, and automate parts of distribution. The entire production pipeline becomes faster. For small businesses, this creates a significant opportunity. A company that once needed a large team to compete with bigger organizations can now access tools that increase productivity without increasing expenses at the same rate. This is one reason investors are watching AI closely. The companies that successfully integrate AI into their operations may gain advantages through lower costs, faster execution, and improved decision-making. But there is another important question. If AI, announcing that they're replacing entire processes? The answer is simple. Because business changes are complicated. Companies rarely want to publicly announce that technology is reducing the need for certain roles. There are concerns about employee trust, customer perception, regulations, and public reaction. Instead, many changes happen quietly. A company may not replace a department overnight. Instead, it may automate certain workflows, reduce hiring, allow positions to disappear naturally when employees leave, or redesign roles around AI-supported operations. The transformation happens gradually. From the outside, it may look like nothing has changed, but internally, the way work gets done can be completely different. Another reason companies move quietly is competition. Efficiency is a competitive advantage. If one company discovers a way to complete important processes faster and cheaper, it does not always want competitors to immediately copy the strategy. In business, operational improvements can become a major financial advantage. A company that saves millions through better processes can reinvest that money into growth, research, marketing, or expansion. So who is most exposed to this shift? And who benefits? The industries most likely to experience significant changes are industries built around repetitive information processing. Examples include basic administrative work, certain customer support functions, data processing, and some entry-level business operations. These areas often involve structured information and predictable workflows. And those are exactly the environments where AI systems can become highly effective. However, the future is not simply a story of humans versus machines. That is an oversimplification. The bigger shift is between people who adapt and people who do not. Workers who learn how to manage AI tools, review AI outputs, identify mistakes, and make strategic decisions may become more valuable. the ability to supervise. Intelligent systems could become one of the most important skills in the modern economy. For businesses, the opportunity is also significant. Companies that understand AI implementation may operate more efficiently. They may serve customers faster. They may reduce unnecessary expenses. They may discover new ways to create value. But successful AI adoption requires more than simply buying software. A company must understand its processes first. Many businesses make the mistake of adding technology without understanding the problem they are trying to solve. The smartest companies first analyze their workflow. They ask, were we wasting time? Where are mistakes happening? Which decisions require human judgment? Which tasks can be improved with automation? AI works best when it is part of a clear strategy, not when it is treated as a replacement button. For individuals, the response should be similar. The goal should not be to compete against AI. The goal should be to understand where humans remain valuable. Start by examining your own work. What processes do you perform repeatedly? What tasks follow a predictable pattern? Could technology eventually assist with those activities? If the answer is yes, the best move is not to ignore the change. The best move is to develop skills that move you higher in the process. Learn how to analyze. Learn how to make decisions. Learn how to evaluate information. Learn how to communicate and solve problems. These are skills that remain valuable because they require human judgment. The future advantage will belong to people who know how to combine technology with critical thinking. The biggest lesson from the rise of AI is this. The future of work is not only about who can complete tasks. It is about who can design, manage, and improve systems. Artificial intelligence is changing the structure of business. It is moving companies away from manual processes and toward intelligent workflows. The businesses that recognize this shift early may gain a significant advantage, and the individuals who prepare for this change may find new opportunities in the economy that follows. The real risk is not that AI suddenly replaces everyone overnight. The real risk is failing to notice that the process around you has already changed, because economic shifts rarely happen all at once. They happen quietly, step by step, until the new reality becomes impossible to ignore. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.